Running. Okay, hello and welcome to a not so short video about the packing I had on the Italy Divide 2019. I present you my assistants back home, my little love, sweetheart Audrey. She will help me to unpack my bike and show you what I brought with me, and I might mention some details on the stuff. So I have here a little key. Always good to lock things while you leave the bike alone. One of the issues is if you go into a store, buy pastry or go for food, leave helmet and stuff on the bike. So there is a little strap with a little key. So it's good to have this always in hand, and you can at least secure some of your items that you require to continue the journey. So maybe next thing I had on me was this bike vest, camelback bike vest with all the essentials in there. Sun cream, put it on right in the morning. Some paper stuff for orientation, dry food, fruits, things like this. Oh, you can. All right, normally I have a drinking bag in here, 1.5 liter additional liquid, and there are plenty of pockets to stuff things in there. I now have the navigation items I used for the journey. That's the Garmin Edge 1030 and the eTrex 30X. That's the flagship product from Garmin, and that's the, let's say, more or less cheap version, just for navigation. To be frank, I mostly used this one and only had the flagship product as backup. It works perfectly, and if I would have to choose just one device, I would definitely go for the eTrex. It loads faster, it shows less details, the screen is much smaller, but nevertheless it worked very well and is definitely worth the money. Here the downside on this product or on the 1030 is you cannot exchange the batteries, so you need a power bank, which I had 2 power banks with me, but I rarely ever used it. So you can put this on the ground, that's fine. What I have more, that's like my necessaire. Toothbrush stuff, cut it in half just to save some space. It's not really for the weight. I bought some painkillers, but I was afraid of having back problems, but I was very glad I did not have to use them. Some shampoo and a little toothpaste in there. So I had some additional vitamin pills just to refurbish body with the vitamins. Power bank, always good to have to charge the cell phone. Swiss pocket knife, always good for all sorts of things and helping you to fix things if required. Then some toilet paper, always good to have, and that's about it what I had in here. With this bike vest in front, I always put my charging cable, so in every stop in a restaurant you can recharge your cell phone and other things. And on the other side I always had on one side the cell phone and the money. So you don't have to put it on the bike and carry. So the most important things you carry on your body, and that's always good. Dus een beetje neuger samen verlicht, weißt, dass es nicht so viel gibt. So let's start unpacking other things. Bottle for drinking, that's quite normal. In this bottle down here I had some tools, nothing else. I scratched, or I broke my zipper on the Ortlieb bag just when I finished, so I was quite happy there to do so. Here I have maybe a recommendation if you sit on your bike for let's say so many days. Skin repair from ASOS, put this on before you go and take a rest. it really helps, and I have to say I was quite in good shape when I arrived thanks to this. That's always good to put on the lip so you don't get these cracks. Massage cream I didn't use too much, so we have plenty of stuff in here. So, oh Jorgen. Then this is, let's say, massage cream to just give your legs some help to work well, and also a recovery massage cream. That's the additional power bank for my Garmin 1030. Plenty of batteries for the Garmin, but also for backlight and headlight. I had an additional one I rarely use. This is the charging cable for the Garmin, as I rarely used it, so I was not forced to use that one. An additional pair of socks. Then we have in here a little towel. To be frank, I never used it. And that's the emergency pocket with just an emergency blanket, some to fix small injuries, and I have antihistamine because I'm allergic on some insects, so no problem there. I was fine with that. Then in the top package here is another little nice cream from ASOS, protecting your, I mean, it's a chamois you put in your pants, and it helps. It was really good. I would always take with me. That was the light. It ran till last night, about middle of the last ascent. So I always use it on the lowest. It still burns probably, it still works. I always use it on the lowest level. That's Moon. Really works good and lasts very long if you use it only with the slowest level. Some more batteries. I had a marker here to mark on the profile I printed before the race to see where I am and do some remarks. Some not winter gloves but warmer gloves. That's part of my repair kit for the tires, the samurai sticks. I didn't use them, but it was very good. That's my last power gel I bought in Verona. I didn't use. Let's say generally I took like 10 power bars and 10 gels with me, meaning I could consume about one a day and a bit more if required, and I bought some more in Verona, but that works very well, and I mostly ate great pastry pizzas on the way, and that works very well. It's better for the stomach anyway. So that's so far here, and the backpack we have more things. That's the, let's say, a little less elastic strip so you can fix or put things on. A key to take the front wheel off. I used it when I came back home and had to go on the train. In here some small magnesium pockets just to feed the muscles with some magnesium. They work better and here we have the spot tracker everyone has to carry to keep the track. Then in my seat pack I have a nice light, fairly light sleeping bag, and my dips. Let's just take everything out and show you. Yeah. So that's it. So for sleeping, I prefer to take everything off before I go to sleep, not have nothing, let's say, yeah, sweated shirt on body. So I have kind of a pyjama, nice and dry. I could, as it is a thermal version, I can also use it if it gets really cold during the day. Thank you. And that's just the top. Very good. In here, the rest of my sleeping gear. Some luxury products. I prefer to have an inflatable pillow. It helps me to sleep well the few hours sleep you get. I also have an eye, let's say a dark eye protector, so sometimes you have to sleep during the day or in spaces where there is light. Earplugs, so the noise around you don't wake you up all the time. You only put this in if you don't want to, yeah, I mean if you're afraid that people approach you and steal something, then you probably don't put them in. Here a BB bag really helps to keep warm. I mean, as my sleeping bag is very light, this one keeps the warm inside. Downside on it is it condensates if it's too warm. So I used it several times and it's really, I mean, it was much colder than expected, so this was really good to have with me. Then in the front front bag, some other stuff. That's the reservoir I usually had in my bag. Then some Gore-Tex gloves, light ones, but nearly waterproof. A bit worn out. Oh ja, het was even de voren aan. Dat should do it. Ja, ja, was even sneller. Okay, so that's the finisher shirt I only got in Torvole. I'm very proud of. I got this. Pants, that's are the pants I wore. I took only one pair of pants. Usually I always had two pairs and could wash one and wear one. This time I decided to only take one. And within these 5 days and 17 hours I washed it once. These are long rain pants, and yeah, long rain pants. I really used it. It rained a lot, and I mean other bikers, they don't like the long pants, but if it's raining like it was, I really was happy to have them with me. So some more stuff. So overshoes, also rain overshoes. They were new, look very old now, but here again I was happy to have them because it was yeah, get wet feet. My rain jacket, unfortunately a little bit too light, so it broke, or let's say ripped a hole in the back, so I had to do some improvisation to fix it. I will buy a not so light one as this for the next trip. And what else do we have in here? We're going to take a swim, very light swim trousers, but didn't use them. It was not nice weather that used them. The light gloves for hot weather. That's about so then finger jackets, again for rain protection, very good. My arm warmers, they are brilliant and one of the most admired things. Additional socks and knee warmers, also something you always have to have with you. It really helps and yeah, it's good for a wide range of temperatures. Compression socks I only put on for cold weather, thank you. And that was my top, the shirt, only one. And then another excellent product is the gilet, keeps you warm on the body, really good. Then I always carry some of these buffs, a smaller one and a bigger one, so you are good for yeah, let's say the cool mornings or the cold nights. Reflectors I put always on my legs, as well as my backlight is running all time, even daytime. Some bikers approach me and say, oh, your light is still blinking, and I say, that's good, I want to be seen. Security is very important. It's good if car and other yeah, the people can see you. Really good. So nearly done. So that's empty here, and yeah, that's about it. That. Seems to be good. I had some isotonic powder for the drink. In here the headlight I mentioned before, and some charging cables again for the Garmin's, another leftover power shell. So that was a long list here. Maybe just to see all the things are now here on the floor, unpacked. Thank you, Audrey, for assisting me unpacking the bike. As you can see, I'm back home in Switzerland, and we had snow tonight, so weather is really crazy. Also during the race it was quite crazy weather up in the mountains with snow, and yeah, was really good. It was a lot of fun, but also quite demanding. Maybe something else, the jacket I wear here I had with me as well, so I was good for the coldest conditions, as well as the pants, unzippable pants, and the only shoes I had with me, very good for walking on the rocks, in the dirt, and warm enough also for colder weather. That really helped me to get to Torbole. So this was a long rundown, big pleasure. I hope to go back one day or do another adventure like this. Good fun. I can only recommend, if you want a real adventure, go to Italy Divide. One more thanks to Giacomo, you're a great guy. It was good fun, you organized an excellent race, and thank you for that. Now, yeah, that's about it. Have a nice Sunday. Ciao zusammen. Tschüss.